Join me as I dive into Eddie Levert's heart-wrenching story and see if I can hold it together while exploring the emotional impact of losing two sons. Eddie Levert, the legendary lead singer of the O'Jays, has left an indelible mark on the music industry with hits like For the Love of Money and Backstabbers. But behind the spotlight, Eddie's life took a drastic turn when he lost not one, but two of his sons. This tragedy has not only shaken him to his core, but has also profoundly impacted his music and personal life. The weight of his loss is a testament to the enduring pain of a parent outliving their child. At 83 years old, Eddie Levert, the legendary voice behind the O'Jays, has finally broken his silence. And what he revealed brought even the strongest to tears. After decades of pain, he opened up about why he believes all of his children died so young and why he calls them innocents caught in a broken world. The reasons are deeper, darker, and more heartbreaking than you ever imagined. You'll want to hear this all the way to the end. Eddie Levert is a name etched into the very soul of soul music. As the electrifying frontman of the O'Jays, his voice helped shape the soundtrack of generations, spreading messages of love, struggle, and unity. But behind the fame, behind the Grammys, and behind the sold-out shows, lies a heartbreak so deep, it nearly broke him completely. Now, at 83 years old, Eddie is finally speaking out. And what he's revealing about the deaths of his beloved children, Gerald, Sean, and his daughter, has left fans shaken and in tears. What really happened to his sons? Were they victims of fame? Was it health? Or something far more complex? And what part does Eddie blame himself for, even after all these years? In this video, we're diving deep into the timeline of each tragic death in Eddie's family, his raw emotional breakdown in a recent interview, where he calls his children victims of a system stacked against them. Never before heard confessions about what Gerald told him weeks before he died. The shocking medical and legal details behind Sean's final moments. And how Eddie, in his 80s, is trying to live with the guilt, grief, and love that still haunt him today. You won't believe what happened next, and you'll never listen to his music the same way again. Because this isn't just a story about death. It's a story about what fame can't protect you from. And Eddie's words will echo in your heart long after this video ends. Before the tragedy, before the silence, before the heartbreak that would consume Eddie Levert's later years, there was hope. Eddie Levert had achieved what so many artists dream of. Lasting fame, chart-topping hits, and a respected place in music history. With classics like Love Train, Backstabbers, and For the Love of Money, the O'Jays weren't just making music, they were shaping culture. And when Eddie looked at his two sons, Gerald and Sean, he saw that same gift flowing through their blood. In the 1980s and 90s, Gerald Levert became a superstar in his own right. With a voice that could melt hearts and command stages, he carved his own path with solo hits like Baby I'm Ready, Casanova, and Funny. But Gerald didn't do it alone. Alongside his brother Sean and childhood friend Mark Gordon, they formed the R&B group Levert. A group that exploded onto the scene and put the family name back at the top of the charts. They weren't just Eddie's sons, they were his musical legacy, and Eddie was proud. Not just because of their success, but because of how close-knit they remained, even as fame tried to pull them apart. They loved each other. We were a family that stuck together. Music was the glue, Eddie once said in an interview. I didn't push them into it. They chose it, and I supported them every step. Behind closed doors, family dinners still happened. Holidays were filled with singing, laughter, and the joy of 3 generations harmonizing in the kitchen. Eddie believed he had done the unthinkable, navigated the music industry, and kept his family intact. But what he didn't see, what he couldn't have predicted, was that the same industry that brought them together would eventually play a role in tearing them apart. Fame, pressure, addiction, legal issues, and unspoken pain began to creep in silently, first into Gerald's life, then into Sean's. Eddie admits now that he missed the signs, or maybe he just didn't want to see them. I thought I could protect them with love, he said through tears in a 2023 interview, but love wasn't enough. Losing a child is one of the most unimaginable pains a parent can face. For Eddie Levert, this pain was compounded by the loss of 2 sons, each leaving a unique void in his life. The grief that follows such a loss can be overwhelming, affecting every aspect of one's being. As a father, Eddie's experience is a harsh reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating impact of losing loved ones. His journey through grief has been marked by moments of vulnerability, where the pain of his loss has been palpable. Eddie's journey through grief has not been easy, it's been a path filled with moments of unbearable pain and struggle. In his quest to cope with the loss, he has had to find ways to navigate through the darkness. Publicly, Eddie has shared his pain, using his platform to speak about his loss and the impact it has had on him. His strength and vulnerability has inspired many, showing that even in the darkest times, there can be a way forward. By sharing his story, Eddie has not only honored his son's memories but has also provided solace to others who have faced similar tragedies. One particularly emotional moment that stands out is when Eddie performed after the loss of his sons. The pain was evident in his voice, a stark contrast to his usual strong and soulful performances. It was as if the weight of his grief had become almost too much to bear, yet in that moment, he found a way to channel his pain into his music. This performance showcased the depth of his love for his sons and the profound impact of their loss on his life. The audience's reaction was a testament to the shared experience of grief and the healing power of music. Eddie's ability to convey his emotions through his performance was a powerful reminder of the enduring bond between a parent and child. In the end, Eddie Levert's story is one of loss, resilience, and the enduring love for his sons. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of cherishing our loved ones while they're with us. His journey through grief, though marked by pain and vulnerability, is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. As we reflect on Eddie's story, let's remember to hold our loved ones close and to never take the time we have with them for granted. If you've been touched by Eddie Levert's story or have your own experiences with loss, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your stories and reflections can help create a space for healing and connection. Also, consider watching our video on another powerful story of resilience and hope, where we explore more tales of overcoming adversity and finding strength in the face of challenges. Thanks for the watching and subscribes.